Okay, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing here tonight?
Yeah, my name's Portia Simpson and I work for City of York Council in the Arts and Culture Service. So I've come along here to the Shift Happens launch tonight to let people have a go with the Tagtool, which I've got next to me here, and trying to sort of encourage people who are attending the launch to have a bit of a play around and do some drawing.
Now, everyone in Chaos is really familiar with the Tagtool because we've been doing a lot of work on it for the past few months. But for anybody who doesn't know what it is, can you tell us a little bit about what Tagtool is?
Yeah, of course. Tagtool was invented by a company called OMA International in Austria, and it's a device which is used for drawing digitally, which can then be projected onto big buildings and big spaces. So it allows you to do live drawing really colourfully, and also to animate it onto big public spaces, really. Yeah.
And what has the response from the public been, from people who have seen and used the Tagtool for themselves?
I think people really enjoy using it. I think it's something which is really easy for people to pick up, and within a few minutes they can create really fantastic results, and it seems to work really well for anybody from sort of young toddlers really up to much older people who maybe haven't done any drawing for quite a number of years, and it's just a really accessible way of just drawing some doodles and having a bit of a play around, maybe doing some patterns, and just exploring with the colours, which is really nice as well. So, yeah.
From the council's point of view, what's the council's involvement in Shift Happens? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the council are a funder of Pilot Theatre, who are part of running the event. So there's some financial support behind the event. Also, I would hopefully see that some of myself and some of my colleagues from the arts and culture team will really benefit from the conference happening in York, because we'll be able to go to it and kind of meet other people who are involved in digital technology in education and arts. So hopefully we'll sort of learn quite a lot from it professionally as well. Yeah.
It seems to be very similar in an idea to some of the events that already take place here in York. For example, Illuminating York, which happens in October and November of each year, the City of Festivals and whatever. Do you hope that Shift Happens will become a regular part of the cultural calendar here in York? Yeah,
I mean, I think it's already established itself as a really popular event, and I know certainly talking to colleagues from other places in Yorkshire, they quite often mention it as something they've been to, and they sort of say, oh, are you going this year or whatever. So I think, yeah, it's already got quite a sort of fan base, if you like, in the region, and I think that certainly we see it as a really important part of the cultural calendar. And I think it offers something a little bit different because it is specifically looking at how we can use new technologies better in the work that we do to support things like the Illuminating York Festival and so on. It allows us to be a bit more broad-minded about how we approach that. So I think, if anything, it sort of complements what's already going on.
So events like this involve a lot of kind of interactivity with the audience and the participant. How important is that, do you think, for cultural events that happen in York, that they have this degree of interactivity?
I think it's really important, and sort of coming back to the Tagtool, I think it's been really fantastic to see the way that we can encourage local people and also visitors to the city to engage with professional artists and learn from them. So not only are we putting a piece of artwork in front of people and asking them to respond through viewing it, we're also asking them to kind of become part of creating that artwork. And I think certainly working for a local authority, obviously our remit is to provide services to the people of York, and I think so it's really important to us that we continue to develop opportunities for people to get involved in these kind of projects, not just kind of go along and be an audience member, if you like.
That's fine. Portia, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you, no problem, thanks very much.